Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys, talking about some pangolin. Listen very carefully. This is the time of the markets where a lot of people are going to be shaking out. I've been talking about this constantly. I was mentioning the fact that the month of August was going to be tough. I mentioned the fact that the month of August, we're going to be seeing some pullbacks and some things of that nature. But this is not the time to be holding your head down. This is the time to be looking at the plays that we can DCA and get together before the coming months. All right. But anyways, whatever we say on the channel is not financial advice. However, if you like what you see today, we just ask you to like and subscribe to us. We are growing, and we're just going to ask you to grow with us. Now, let's go ahead and take a look right here. We notice that Pangolin is down just a very tad bit, like a very small percentage, point zero point, let's see, 0.05%. Let's see, on the day for the week, it is up just slightly, about 2%. And let's see, for the month, Pangolin is down 25%. For the year, Pangolin is down 44%. It's not really bad compared to a lot of cryptos as far as that's concerned. The fact is that don't forget we were talking about Pangolin is also going to be depending on Avalanche to get it back to where it needs to go as well. Now, I know one thing I've gotten feedback on is the fact that the all-time high for Pangolin is going to be right around this area, which is going to be $18.85. So that's definitely different from where it is right now. One of the things that happened to make that occur was Avalanche. And right now, let's go to Avalanche real quick. If you notice, Avalanche is down just slightly, 2% today. Also, Avalanche has not had its boom. Avalanche is sooner or later is expected to go very high. According to CoinMarketCap, the all-time high for Avalanche is going to be around 146. Now, remember, these aren't exact amounts. You know, some of you guys might have seen it go just a tad bit higher, etc., on different exchanges. So a lot of this is just an estimate of what these particular crypto have done. So let's keep that in mind as we are dealing with Pangolin and dealing with Avalanche as well. Avalanche, although it is bullish, at the same time, it's a long ways from seeing that all-time high as far as the liquidity going into the markets, etc. The quantitative easing has not taken place as of yet. So let's keep that in mind before we go any further. But let's go ahead and look at the scene as well. Notice right here that Bitcoin is at 114,000. That's well down from where it was. The percentages would say it's not down that much, but at the same time, for where it was, we're looking at like $8,000 drop, or maybe not 10%, but maybe getting close to 10% of a drop, right? Ethereum is going to be at 4,200. It's not bad, but at the same time, remember it was at 48 and trying to break an all-time high for a minute there before it pulled back. Nothing to worry about though, because we know that once we get that quantitative easing, once we get even a single interest rate cut, things are going to be turning around very quickly. Market cap is down to 3.88 trillion. Fear and greed is in the middle, about neutral. But at the same time, we know with the altcoins, if you see here, it's going to be 44 out of 100 as far as Altseason. So that's definitely down from where we were. Something that we might want to keep in mind and want to consider. Now, let's go ahead and look a little bit further, talking about some Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is starting to go up again. Notice it's starting to creep up closer to 60 for where it was. Ethereum is at 13.2%. Don't forget that there was a time where Ethereum was not even in the double digits as far as these percentages. So things are looking up to a certain extent, I would say, concerning that, right? Let's go to the Pangolin X site and see if there's some good information on here. Pangolin V3 being live. And listen, this is really huge news. Although the thing is, like, once it takes place, if you don't see anything right away, that's not a problem. What this is going to open up is when um, different chains like Avalanche and others start really popping off, Hedera, etc. Then all of a sudden, because of the V3, Pangolin is going to have the ability to meet the volume that's going to be coming its way. So that's the exciting part about that. So keep that in mind. This is a great play. And the thing about it is, it's just a matter of time. And I think the timing is the hardest part for a lot of us. Now, this is going to be an ugly month, and we already talked about it. But make your way through the month of August. But also, like I said, the very beginning of September may be very tough too, because of the fact that no quantitative easing would have taken place as of yet. So keep that in mind, guys. We don't want to try to make things sound rosy when it's not. So just a heads up on that. Let me see if we can take a look at some of this good artwork here. Yeah. Talking about Avalanche trending as well. Huge surge interest in Avalanche. Okay. It's concentrated liquidity, etc. So we're definitely going to be seeing more and more pangolin news. So, like I said, a lot of this crypto artwork, etc. Let's move on a little bit, go to the actual pangolin site. I noticed they changed this up a little bit. So they kind of got the little mascot going on here. But yeah, the website still looks nice, still got a lot of good information, etc. Give you information about Pangolin itself, trading volume, 24-hour trading volume, etc. Total value locked, four supported chains. Giving you the information about this, backed by the world-class partners, etc. Don't forget Coinbase. We got, Avalanche, Thorchain, XLR, let's see, Flare, and Squid. So keep that in mind. Supported by blockchain networks, Avalanche, Hedera, Flare, and SGB. So something to consider, guys. This is looking pretty good, but and also we know about the community as well. So what we want to understand is that we've got a little bit of a ways to go. The news, yeah. One thing about the news, Pangolin to launch Pangolin version 3.0, and that is actually in effect as of right now. Let's see, trying to give you guys an idea of what we're looking at. Now, if I'm looking at this, trying to give me 1 second. Fine. I'm trying to Here we go. All right. Now let's go ahead and do one thing. Now we're getting where we want to be. All right, let's see. What the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and write that all-time high down. I am gonna divide that by, I think Penguin's at, let's go minus 14 cents, because I think it's 13 and change right here. So let me see what we're up to here. 1885 divided by, let's go 0.14 equal to, wow. In order to get back to the all-time high, we're talking about 135x. Wow. That's to get back to the all-time high of $18.85. So really, once things start looking extremely good, or I should say extremely well, And you just never know what's going to pop off and how things are going to be successful. So keep that in mind as we hold Pangolin. Remember, full disclosure, I am holding some Pangolin. I'm not going to lie to you about that. But keep that in mind as we hold Pangolin and just go through these patient waters. And sooner or later, something's going to pop off and great things are going to occur. Get back to the all-time high. This is where we're going to be. And so I think that we need to keep those things in a positive aspect. It's Al with Real Life Investing. I think, like I said, it's just a matter of time before things break out. And also, if you could use 135X, hey, you never know. Pangolin might be your guy. Have a good one. Bye.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.